In a small village nestled between rolling hills and golden savannah, lived a beautiful young woman named Amina. She was known for her kindness, intelligence, and grace, and many admired her from afar. But Amina's heart was set on finding a love that was true and everlasting. One day, she visited a wise and revered prophet, seeking guidance on her future. The prophet, with a knowing smile, told her, "Your future husband will be a man named Michael." Amina left the prophet's hut with a heart full of hope, eagerly waiting to meet the man destined to be her husband. A few weeks later, to her delight, she met 5 different men, each of them charming, strong, and respectful. They were everything she had ever dreamed of, but there was one thing that left her in disbelief: every single one of them was named Michael. The first Michael was a tall and handsome farmer with a deep love for the land. He had a calm demeanor and spoke of dreams of cultivating vast fields of maize and yams. Amina admired his dedication and the way his eyes sparkled when he talked about the harvest. She felt at ease in his presence, yet something inside her whispered that there was more to discover. The second Michael was a compassionate healer, known for his gentle touch and wisdom in traditional medicine. He spent his days helping the sick and the elderly, often refusing payment for his services. Amina was moved by his kindness and selflessness. His deep connection to the earth and its remedies intrigued her, but she couldn't shake the feeling that her journey was far from over. The third Michael was a warrior, brave and strong, with a heart that beat for justice. He had fought many battles to protect their village from harm and was respected by all. Amina admired his courage and the sense of safety she felt when he was near. But as much as she admired him, she wondered if strength alone could be the foundation of their love. The fourth Michael was a clever merchant, always one step ahead in business. He had traveled to distant lands and returned with stories of faraway places and exotic goods. Amina found his intelligence and worldly knowledge captivating. Their conversations were lively and filled with laughter, yet she pondered if his wit was enough to make her heart sing. The fifth Michael was an artist, with a soul that danced to the rhythm of creativity. He painted the most beautiful landscapes and composed music that touched the heart. Amina was enchanted by his passion and the way he saw beauty in everything around him. But she questioned whether art alone could sustain their love through the trials of life. Amina was torn. Each Michael had qualities that she deeply admired, and each one seemed to hold a piece of the love she sought. Yet, none of them felt like the complete picture of the man the prophet had foretold. Her heart was filled with confusion, and she knew she needed to find clarity. Amina decided to return to the prophet, hoping he could help her navigate this dilemma. But when she arrived at his hut, she was met with sorrowful news: the prophet had passed away just the day before. Amina's heart sank. With the prophet gone, she realized that the task of finding the real Michael now rested solely on her shoulders. Determined to uncover the truth, Amina set out to spend time with each Michael individually, hoping that through her interactions, she would find the man who was destined to be her husband. She knew that this journey would not be easy, but she was ready to follow her heart and trust that love would guide her to the right Michael. Amina decided to start with the first Michael, the farmer. She spent several days working alongside him in the fields, learning about the land and the crops. As they toiled under the sun, she saw the depth of his love for the earth and the simple pleasures of life. He was patient, gentle, and steady, qualities she valued. Yet, as much as she respected him, Amina couldn't ignore the nagging feeling that something was missing. Next, Amina turned her attention to the second Michael, the healer. She accompanied him on his rounds, helping to care for the sick and the elderly. She witnessed his compassion and dedication firsthand, and her heart warmed to his kindness. However, as the days passed, Amina realized that while she deeply admired his selflessness, she still felt incomplete. Amina then spent time with the third Michael, the warrior. She watched him train, listened to his tales of bravery, and saw how fiercely he protected their village. His strength and sense of duty were undeniable, and Amina felt safe in his presence. But despite his valor, she found herself wondering if there was more to love than just physical strength. The fourth Michael, the merchant, took Amina on a journey to the marketplace, where he skillfully negotiated deals and shared stories of his travels. His wit and charm made her smile, and she enjoyed the adventures they shared. Yet, as much as she appreciated his intelligence, Amina couldn't help but feel that their connection lacked the depth she craved. Finally, Amina immersed herself in the world of the fifth Michael, the artist. She spent hours watching him paint and listening to his music. His passion for art and beauty was infectious, and Amina felt inspired by his creativity. But as the days went by, she realized that while she loved his artistic spirit, she still felt that something was missing. Amina returned home, exhausted and more confused than ever. She sat by the river, reflecting on her time with each Michael. They were all remarkable men, each with qualities that she admired. But none of them seemed to be the one the prophet had described. Amina knew she needed to listen to her heart more closely. That night, Amina had a vivid dream. She found herself in a lush garden, surrounded by the 5 Michaels. As they each approached her, she felt a different emotion, calm with the farmer, warmth with the healer, security with the warrior, joy with the merchant, and inspiration with the artist. But then, a voice in the dream whispered, "Love is the union of all these things." Amina woke with a new understanding. The real Michael would embody the best qualities of all the men she had met. She needed to look beyond their individual strengths and find the one who brought them all together in harmony. With renewed determination, Amina set out to find her true love. Over the next few weeks, Amina spent more time with each Michael, observing how they handled challenges and how they treated others. She watched for moments when their true character shone through, seeking the man who would bring balance to her life. The first Michael, the farmer, faced a drought that threatened his crops. Amina admired his resilience as he worked tirelessly to save his harvest. But when he refused to accept help from others, Amina saw that his pride might stand in the way of their future together. The second Michael, the healer, was called to tend to a distant village struck by illness. Amina was moved by his willingness to sacrifice his time and energy for others. But when he struggled to balance his work with personal relationships, Amina realized that his devotion to his calling might leave little room for her. The third Michael, the warrior, was called to defend the village against a neighboring tribe. Amina admired his courage and leadership, but when he became consumed by the fight and neglected those he loved, she wondered if his battle for justice might overshadow their love. The fourth Michael, the merchant, was faced with a difficult decision when a business deal threatened his integrity. Amina watched as he wrestled with his conscience, ultimately choosing to do the right thing. She respected his honesty, but she also saw that his ambition could sometimes cloud his judgment. The fifth Michael, the artist, was invited to showcase his work in a distant city. Amina saw how much this opportunity meant to him, but she also noticed how it took him away from the simple joys of life. She admired his passion, but she questioned whether his pursuit of art might come at the cost of their relationship. After weeks of observation and reflection, Amina knew that the time had come to make her decision. She gathered the 5 Michaels and told them of her journey. She explained how each of them had touched her heart in different ways, but that she had found the man who embodied the qualities she sought. With a steady heart, Amina turned to the first Michael, the farmer. "You are the real Michael," she said, "because you bring balance to my life. You are strong yet gentle, wise yet humble, and you understand that love is about more than just one thing, it is about many things coming together to create something beautiful." The village rejoiced as Amina and Michael were wed in a grand celebration. The ceremony was filled with laughter, music, and the warmth of family and friends. Amina felt at peace, knowing that she had found the man who would stand by her side through life's joys and challenges. As Amina and Michael began their life together, they faced the ups and downs of marriage with grace and strength. They supported each other in their dreams, worked through their differences, and grew closer with each passing day. Amina knew that she had made the right choice, and she was grateful for the journey that had led her to Michael. Amina and Michael built a beautiful home together, surrounded by the land that Michael loved. They planted a garden, raised animals, and created a place where they could nurture their love and share their lives with others. In time, Amina and Michael were blessed with children. They taught them the values they held dear: kindness, patience, and the importance of finding balance in life. Amina found joy in raising her family, knowing that she had chosen a partner who shared her vision for the future. As their children grew, Amina often thought of the prophet who had guided her to Michael. She felt a deep sense of gratitude for his wisdom and the path he had set her on. Though the prophet was no longer with them, his words continued to resonate in their lives. The other Michaels remained close friends with Amina and her husband. They visited often, sharing stories and laughter. Amina valued their friendship and the lessons she had learned from each of them. She knew that their presence in her life had made her journey all the more meaningful. Amina and Michael became pillars of their community, known for their generosity and wisdom. They worked together to strengthen the village, ensuring that it remained a place of peace and prosperity. Their love for each other inspired those around them, and they were admired for the way they lived their lives. Each year on their anniversary, Amina and Michael hosted a celebration in their village, inviting friends and family to join in the festivities. The event became a beloved tradition, symbolizing the enduring strength of their love and the unity of their community. Throughout their marriage, Amina and Michael faced challenges that tested their love. But they always found a way to forgive each other and move forward. They knew that forgiveness was a key to keeping their relationship strong, and they taught their children the importance of letting go of resentment. Amina and Michael cherished the simple pleasures of life, watching the sunset, tending to their garden, and spending time with their children. They found happiness in the everyday moments, knowing that these were the building blocks of a lasting love. As she grew older, Amina became known for her wisdom and insight. Young women in the village often sought her advice on matters of the heart, and she was happy to share the lessons she had learned on her journey to true love. Michael continued to work the land, finding joy in the fruits of his labor. He was proud of the life he and Amina had built together and was grateful for the love that had brought them together. He knew that their marriage was a partnership, and he was committed to supporting Amina in all that she did. As they looked back on their journey, Amina and Michael reflected on the lessons they had learned. They knew that their love had been tested in many ways, but they had always found a way to come through stronger. They were grateful for the challenges that had shaped their relationship and made them who they were. Amina and Michael lived their lives with purpose, always striving to make a positive impact on their community. They believed that their love was a gift, and they wanted to share it with others. They worked together to create a better world for their children and their village. Amina and Michael knew that their love was a source of strength, not only for themselves but for their community as well. They believed that when people came together in love and support, they could overcome any challenge. They worked to foster a sense of unity in their village, knowing that it was the key to a prosperous future. Amina and Michael valued the diversity of their village and the different perspectives that people brought to the table. They believed that everyone had something to contribute, and they worked to create a community where everyone felt valued and respected. As they grew older, Amina and Michael realized that love was the greatest gift they could give to each other and to their community. They knew that love had the power to heal, to inspire, and to bring people together. They were committed to spreading love wherever they went. Amina and Michael knew that their love would live on long after they were gone. They had created a legacy of love that would be passed down through the generations. Their children and grandchildren would carry on their values and their commitment to each other and their community. Amina and Michael believed that balance was the key to a happy and fulfilling life. They knew that love, work, and play were all important, and they made sure to find time for each. They taught their children the importance of balance and encouraged them to live their lives in harmony with the world around them. Amina and Michael knew that patience was a virtue, and they practiced it in their relationship. They knew that love took time to grow and that it was important to be patient with each other. They believed that patience was the key to a lasting marriage. Amina and Michael believed that laughter was an essential part of life. They made sure to find joy in the everyday moments and to share their laughter with others. They knew that laughter was a way to connect with each other and to strengthen their bond. Amina and Michael believed in the value of hard work. They knew that nothing worth having came easy and that it was important to put in the effort to achieve their goals. They taught their children the importance of hard work and the rewards that came with it. Amina and Michael were grateful for the life they had built together. They knew that their love was a blessing and that they were fortunate to have each other. They made sure to express their gratitude to each other and to the people around them. Amina and Michael believed in the power of hope. They knew that no matter what challenges they faced, there was always a way forward. They held on to hope even in the darkest of times, knowing that it would guide them to the light. Amina and Michael knew that love was the strongest force in the world. It had the power to overcome any obstacle and to bring people together. They believed that love was the foundation of their relationship and that it would carry them through any storm. Amina and Michael believed in the beauty of simplicity. They knew that the simple things in life were often the most meaningful. They found joy in the little moments and in the love they shared with each other. Amina and Michael knew that trust was the foundation of any strong relationship. They trusted each other completely and knew that they could rely on each other no matter what. They believed that trust was the key to a lasting marriage. Amina and Michael knew that forgiveness was a gift that they could give to each other. They believed that it was important to let go of past hurts and to move forward together. They practiced forgiveness in their relationship and taught their children the importance of forgiveness. Amina and Michael cherished their family. They knew that their children and grandchildren were their greatest blessings. They made sure to spend time with their family and to create a home filled with love and laughter. Amina and Michael believed in the power of faith. They knew that their love was a gift from God and that it was important to trust in His plan for their lives. They held on to their faith even in the most challenging times, knowing that it would guide them through. Amina and Michael found peace in the beauty of nature. They knew that the world around them was a reflection of God's love and that it was important to take care of it. They spent time in nature, finding solace in the quiet moments and in the beauty of the world around them. Amina and Michael knew that communication was the key to a strong relationship. They made sure to talk to each other openly and honestly, sharing their thoughts and feelings. They believed that communication was the foundation of their marriage. Amina and Michael believed in the joy of giving. They knew that love was about more than just receiving, it was about giving to others. They made sure to give of their time, their love, and their resources to those in need. Amina and Michael knew that love was the most powerful force in the world. It had the power to heal, to inspire, and to bring people together. They believed that their love was a gift from God and that it was their responsibility to share it with others. Amina and Michael knew that commitment was the key to a lasting marriage. They were committed to each other and to their relationship, no matter what challenges they faced. They believed that commitment was the foundation of their love. Amina and Michael found joy in each other's company. They knew that their relationship was about more than just love, it was about friendship, companionship, and shared experiences. They made sure to spend time together, enjoying each other's company and creating memories. Amina and Michael knew that respect was the key to a strong relationship. They respected each other's opinions, feelings, and boundaries. They believed that respect was the foundation of their marriage and that it was important to treat each other with kindness and consideration. Amina and Michael believed in the power of kindness. They knew that small acts of kindness could make a big difference in the lives of others. They made sure to practice kindness in their relationship and to spread kindness to those around them. Amina and Michael believed in the joy of adventure. They knew that life was full of opportunities for growth, learning, and discovery. They embraced new experiences, exploring the world together and finding joy in the journey. Amina and Michael valued the beauty of tradition. They knew that their cultural heritage was an important part of who they were. They made sure to pass down their traditions to their children, ensuring that their values and beliefs would continue to live on. Amina and Michael knew that gratitude was the key to a happy life. They made sure to express their gratitude to each other and to the people around them. They believed that gratitude was the foundation of a positive attitude and a joyful heart. Amina and Michael believed in the strength of unity. They knew that when people came together in love and support, they could overcome any challenge. They worked to foster a sense of unity in their community, knowing that it was the key to a prosperous future. Amina and Michael believed in the power of hope. They knew that no matter what challenges they faced, there was always a way forward. They held on to hope even in the darkest of times, knowing that it would guide them to the light. Amina and Michael knew that their love would live on long after they were gone. They had created a legacy of love that would be passed down through the generations. Their children and grandchildren would carry on their values and their commitment to each other and their community. They had lived a life of love, and they knew that their love would continue to inspire others for years to come. And so, Amina and Michael lived happily ever after, their love a beacon of hope and strength for all who knew them. Their story was a testament to the power of love, faith, and perseverance, and it would be remembered and cherished for generations. The end.